Not anyone would understand art, that's the thing. Art, we're living in an artistic, everything that we do has art in it. Even typing, as an example, writing, it takes time and effort for you to actually write something and come up with a creative text or anything. But as an example, when it comes to art and putting it in your house, you have to really love something in order for you to hang it, because you're the one who's going to see it constantly. I started collecting like old stuff here in Egypt, which were, like, for example, this is a Murano, Scavolis, chandeliers. I got them from auction houses, and then once my godmother saw me that I was into collecting them, she's like, "I'm gonna gift you two things." That's like what I said. I'm gonna gift you my father's two most valuable stuff from his house, which was this. Yeah. It's from the 60s.
So how do you pick your art?
Like whenever I'm going to an exhibition, I'm seeing like a specific artwork. For example, Ttanash is one of them. I see the.
This is a young artist.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I just saw the artwork and I felt like it touched something inside of me. It was like, you know what, I love it. I'm gonna buy it. Someone like a very big collector, she's like, never buy artwork for the sake of investment. Buy it because you love it. Not anyone would understand art, that's the thing. Art, we're living in an artistic, everything that we do has art in it. Even typing, as an example, writing, it takes time and effort for you to actually write something and come up with a creative text or anything. But as an example, when it comes to art and putting it in your house, you have to really love something in order for you to hang it, because you're the one who's going to see it constantly. Yeah. For example, when I did this place here, like I'm literally inviting you, and you're literally knowing who's Eissa. Yeah. A lot of the time, people came here felt emotional. Yeah. Because there's like, I feel like there's so much emotions here, but they're compressed. I was like, interesting. Some people come here and feel like
because the art is very particular.
Very.
Like for even like with this piece and it being a major piece in the home, you know, and then to the small pieces that fit in with larger. I feel like there's a lot of light and darkness.
By the way, first time ever placing a foot in Egypt was this February.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That is new.
Very.
This is a new house.
Yeah, very new. And
I took this
place in April.
No way.
Yeah, I took this place in April.
You would think you'd been living here for years.
That's
looks lived in.
You know, because I'm the type of person, I have to do everything fast. I have zero patience when it comes to like, okay, when are you gonna deliver that? Oh, in 2 weeks. No, thank you. A question as an example, like you see like big brands that have done their shows here as an example. Why do they always come to Egypt? The difference between Egypt has always been like الثقافة has always been with you guys since God knows since the pharaonic times, but yet again whoever is living in like the other countries that are in their own bubble, they still tap to the Egyptian bubble, because as an example,
that's really interesting. Yes, of course.
Kulthum.
Yeah.
That played a big.
It's reverting back.
It's reverting back always. Yeah. It's like imagine like.
It's a library.
It's a library. Yeah. Yeah, like the event that I did as an example.
Exactly.
I called it.
Yeah, let's talk more about that. I wanna, because there's so many different elements of it.
Yeah.
And so, like we were discussing the details.
So basically, the event was titled "Waking Up."
Okay.
It was basically just saying that literally Egypt is literally waking up again. It's like seeing a mummy movie. Yeah. You know, like all of a sudden they're awake. And so it's in that same metaphor. I wanted to collaborate with a big entity here that is basically Marmonil, Christian Abdullah. Thank you.
The Abdullahs in general.
Yeah, Abdullahs in general. Christian, Robin, Claude, Karen, and the list goes George. So Egypt has always been known for cotton.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna use Dar El Fenoun artists.
Yes.
Okay, and provide them in such a short time. And then Egyptian fabric, and then cotton.
Yeah.
Which was basically 10 meters by 10 meters.
Yeah, they were like streaming down from the sky.
10 meters by 10 meters.
Yeah.
And it was basically our way of like seeing how the artist could work in such a short time and such a short scale, along with testing their color palette. So Amira Bahbahani is
I loved her work. And I loved her. Oh my
she's
God,
a character.
I fell in love with her that
I
night.
remember going to her and I was like, Amira, she's like, what? It's like, I have two things for you. She's like, what? And it's rated to this place, by the way. She's like, what? She's like, you're gonna leave everything that you have. She has businesses and everything. You're gonna work.
She's Kuwaiti.
Yeah, she's Kuwaiti. You're gonna work on a 150 by 2 meters 30 artwork commissioned piece for my house for the dining area.
Yeah.
I need it within 2 weeks from now. At the same time, 3 weeks from now, I need you to finish a 10 meters by 10 meters artwork.
That's so funny.
She looked at me like this, like.
But
what?
she did such a phenomenal job.
She loves the challenge.
She did such a phenomenal job.
Yeah, she loves the challenge.
So that independent investment with self-made money.
Yeah.
Definitely, especially with the way the world is today, where a lot of people work to survive.
Yeah.
And then luxury comes second and art comes third.
Yeah. But that's changing.
That is changing.
That's changing. And I believe NFT is one of the things that is trying to change that. But in my opinion, NFT is failing big times when it comes to changing that positioning. Okay, like. Yeah. Yeah, the education. Because, for example, someone like me, I am all for new developments, technology, and so on. But when it comes to art, I still prefer to have the traditional way of me going to a gallery, having a look.
It's like reading a book and touching a book, touching the pages.
It's like you having a cigarette, you having a cigarette. It's like this, عادة. Thank you so much for coming over and
like having
this discussion.
Home.
I truly believe that it's always a collaborative process. Like it's a collaborative process with Scoop Empire and me, like discussing about art, and this is so refreshing. And I believe that's what's missing. It's like having conversations, just like broad conversations about everything. And I truly believe that in order for the scene here to move, we all have to collaborate together.
100%. It takes a village.
Yeah, it takes a village to just to do something small.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, as I've said, I feel the privilege that Egypt has chosen me to make this place my home.
They made a good choice.
Thank you.